a justification, and I can explain why.
Okay.
So you don't know why?
No,
And
I'm waiting for the justification, please. I'm all ears. I'm actually all ears.
so you don't know you don't know why it's not actually justified to go after him and invade the country, basically invade foreign territory just to go after him. All right. So
Oh, I said go for it.
first of all, we need to talk about jurisdiction. Reggie in human form. Hey, awesome one. So we need to talk about territorial jurisdiction first. All right. So the laws of the United States are supreme 100% within the territorial jurisdiction of the U.S. The laws of Venezuela are 100% supreme within the territorial jurisdiction of Venezuela. Now, let's go to Trump's justification. Trump's justification is that the crime was committed against the U.S. because it violates the laws of the U.S. It affects the U.S. So that's Trump's justification, right?
Yes.
But in order to acquire custody over Maduro, he needs to be taken physically into the custody and territorial jurisdiction of the U.S. and within
Yes.
the jurisdiction of the laws of the U.S. So he needs to be taken there to face trial there. Now we have several problems with how it was done. How do you do this? First of all, how do you acquire jurisdiction over a criminal who committed a crime in the U.S., in the Philippines, in Venezuela, when that criminal is actually abroad or elsewhere?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do this?
Oh, I'm waiting for the answer.
You do this
I'm very interested.
using a process called extradition. So there must be an extradition treaty, or basically, if there's no treaty, you must bargain. You must negotiate with the host country, the country hosting the criminal. So in this case, it's Venezuela. Venezuela must hand over the criminal to the U.S. to face trial there. Now, the second part of the problem.
Okay.
Do you know
Now
about
here's
heads,
what.
do you know
Okay.
about
Go ahead.
do you know about heads of state? The heads of state of
They do not have that. Do not. Yeah, they have a certain level of immunity.
correct. No, it's not that they have a certain level. They are totally immune from suit. Yes.
Yep.
They are totally
Yes.
immune from suit. So, the process of acquiring jurisdiction over Maduro legally is that he must be removed from power by Venezuelans. He must be removed from power. He must not be a head of state. He must be an ordinary citizen. And then he must be extradited to the U.S. That's that's a legal process. And,
Yes.
it's pretty shaky and probably wouldn't work. Because how do you remove him from power when
And
he apparently has a stranglehold on power, on the position in
Mhm.
Venezuela? So, how would you acquire jurisdiction over him?
Well, there's only one. They do exactly what they did last time. They go to war.
Yeah, exactly. You do exactly what Trump did. You do it the illegal way.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
That's the explanation. But go ahead.
No, that, you said exact. You hit every point I was about to make. So you hit every point I was about to make. Again, like I said before, I don't legally agree with what he did.
Yep.
But there's that little thing.
I think that's the thing. We don't mind the result, but if we are to, what do you call it? Be what's the word? we have to be aware of the rules we have in place because
Yeah.
like we discussed this the other day about the chaos. Like we do this now it sets a precedent. Others go, oh well, if I build a bigger military, I could do this too. And I mean, we see what China
Well, they
does,
have.
and
Other countries have. This isn't. That also isn't new. Like, look at they did it to. I mean, Russia's been trying to get their hands on a certain Ukrainian soldier, a Ukrainian individual for quite some time,
oh, have
according
they?
to rumors, like that have been going on. That so
And
no, this
Russia
isn't.
wants to stop the Nazis. They want to stop Yazis. That's what Putin cares about.
Yeah. No,
I'm
no, no,
sorry.
no. Well, no. It's the same reason. It's the same reason why why America did what it did. People aren't going to like it. People are not going to like this, and I understand that. But for me, it floors me that Americans are acting like they don't like this, and I'm like, wait.
But the real issue I think, Orc, too, is they don't like it for the one, not the same reason. Like, Elle made a pretty good legally backed, reasoning on this. A lot of people, if the president said, breathing air is good, they would freaking hold their breath.
Well, because to me, as a like a Canadian, I don't have lots in this pony. I don't have a dog in this fight. My big dog is always going to be, what's best for my own country. It's nothing against anybody. We've said that to people time and time again. My feeling is I'm more worried about my friends in certain countries than I am legitimately their country themselves. I couldn't care if their country blows up around them. That's that anarchist mentality kicking in. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm worried about the people around there. Don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yep.
As long as they're safe, I'm happy. That's a simple way to look.
No, but I think it was CNN, BBC or whatever, covered this. They had a legal expert explain this, and I was like, oh, I watched that video. I was like, wait, I explained it better than this guy. This guy gave like a 1 second summary.
Yeah. Well, it's blown up again thanks to a certain individual that decided to do something stupid with her car. I'm not going to get into
Well,
that.
well,
That
I
was
will because like
well,
the body cam
maybe
footage
don't,
came out.
maybe don't. YouTube's
You're right. You're
YouTube's
right.
a
I'm not gonna go into. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, what's the phrase? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That was a stupid game. The lady was following the cop all day. Like that was
yeah.
not like. Now I think the big mistake was they didn't clamp it down earlier because she got the idea that she can keep doing this dumb shit. And maybe if like the second or third time they encountered her, they said, "Okay, we're done." And I get it. They didn't do that because they were trying to like balance the respect for free speech and the ability to monitor because there's actually a legit
No,
organization
because
where
they said
people
yeah,
will observe.
yeah.
But
No,
I,
there's a
I
bunch
agree with
of
you,
them.
Orc. I
There's a
understand that
bunch
you
of
don't
them.
want to go too detailed into that, but
No,
I'm always
no, I
all
just don't
ears.
want. I
Of
don't want to get. I don't want to get a certain chat. I don't want to get the channel we're on hit.
course, of course, agreed.
I would have no problem talking about this on Rumble, but in this scenario, yeah, no, I don't feel right with this doing that. So, although I do agree with everything you just said, DJ.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not
So that, yeah, I
I'm not
agree. I mean, I try to
I'm
be
not a
very
fan.
cagey about it myself. That's why I didn't want to go further into that. But as far as I got you.
Yeah, because it's not just one person. If it was just one person, that's a little bit of a different beast. But I'm talking about there's multiple people that have pulled this shenanigans, and they're bringing their freaking kids to this. I'm like, no, just no, 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 no. Are you high? No, no. Are you stupid? No, no. Take those kids away. That like I'm of the extremity of just like,
Oh,
"Grr."
Jesus.
Yeah,
You
I'm
bring
not a
your
fan
kids
of it.
along, then
Like just put it bluntly.
you bring your kid along, then you're not really thinking of the children. Somebody think of the children.
Yeah, they don't think of the children. That's the problem.
Won't
It's
somebody
suicidal.
take the children?
I hate that. I lost my shit. I was talking to like that's why I kind of I left this. I left the thing recently. I was like, oh no 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 no.
There's a proper boss and then ending.
Yep.
Made a lot of progress. This game can be play tested now.
Cool.
Oh, that's good. I was actually,
Should I try
I
it
was
now?
actually, I haven't downloaded it yet, but I was looking at it.
Should I try it now or try the beta first?
You wanna try? You wanna try this one, Eric? I'm just making sure everything works, but it seems everything works.
Should I give it a shot?
Whoa. Haha.
I'm using Claude AI right now. I finally reinstalled it, and yesterday I kind of wrote a note, and I said I want to make an app that what did I want to make the app do? Oh yeah, translate manga because there was a new manga that came out. It was AI generated that got popular for some reason. So I go to read it for free, but it was impossible to read. So I go, oh, I want to do something like Elle's cute and sexy comic book reader, but I want to do it a little differently. I want to do it where you get like a graphical interface and you click a button and it lets you define a region on the screen that it will translate, and then whatever you put in that rectangular area gets translated basically. At least I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Like that, probably. Problem. The OCR has trouble reading manga when the text is vertical.
Yes, that is a concern that it did bring up because I gave it the notes, it read the notes, and it spat back at me. It goes, okay, I understand you want to make a Python app with a virtual environment in this directory. You want to capture the static rectangular region of the screen, translate that text. So because I'm using a Python environment, I'm hoping that we can use a more advanced thing to do the heavy lifting. So let's see here. Windows has control buttons, blah blah blah. A window has control, not Windows. So I don't know, but yeah, that does. I'm glad you brought that up, Elle, because I am going to mention that early in the project, hoping that it's not something I have to fix if we maybe have it in mind early on. But also, I'm leaning heavily on Python here. At least that's the plan. There's not one line of Python code written yet. It's about to write it in about a minute after I finish replying to its questions.
How do you
I
make
haven't heard
act
Python in
like
a
a
while.
senior programmer and then tell it to ask you questions before proceeding?
Oh yeah, it's already there. Yeah, so Claude Code kind of already works in that mindset. Like because it's literally like an app that runs in the at the terminal or the command line, and that's its main job is to assist with coding. So that's one thing. I don't have to give it a system prompt like that, or I don't have to tell it anything like ahead of time like that because that's its job. Like that's its main job in life.
Nice.
So that's why like I've had pretty good because I had I remember a while back you suggested doing just that, and like with regular chat GPT, it absolutely helps. Or Gemini, it definitely helps to tell it that because otherwise it doesn't know if it's trying to be a personality or a, like you said, an assistant dev or a senior dev or whatever. Um, Claude Code, it's like, yeah, it's literally all it does. And it's cool because like whatever you put in the directory, whatever you put in the folder, it can see. So if I download something, I go, hey, take a look, I downloaded this library of code that does things. So I could fetch another library of Python code if I needed to. I could open up ChatGPT in my browser and say, hey, in fact, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do what you said and then use a second instance just to assist me with that. There's also a way to combine two AIs together in the same terminal. That part I didn't do yet, but my friend sent me a video of that, and it was pretty gnarly. This guy was using Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT at the same time. So while one of the AIs was working on something in the background, he was able to put in a new query and have the other AI work on it, and they were all on the same page since they're working out of the same directory. So they see all the same code.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about.
Boss man.
Yeah.
I gotta get some. Yeah, I gotta get some PDFs of some old comics. So I might be doing some looking at some comics in the next little bit for my channel for Monday. Monday might be fun. We're gonna be I'm in talks with Nightwheel about Monday. We might be doing the Starfleet Academy red carpet just to have a laugh.
Also runs the Monday show, and it's on Monday.
Monday Madness, and that will be a little later because we're going to be talking. Speaking about liquor, we're going to be talking about the times Doctor Doom has been arrested by America.
Who is Doctor Doom?
Dr. Victor Von Doom, leader of Lavaria.
That's
Dr.
what Doctor Victor
Fantastic's arch enemy.
Van Doom.
Yeah.
Dr. Victor Van Doomcock got his name from there.
Von
I guess.
Doom.
I know, but
Van
you know what?
Doom.
But you know what? The other guy, Doomcock.
Yeah, Doomcock. Yeah, I know. This will be a fun one with that. So we're going to be having a conversation about that if he shows up. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a later stream on that. I usually do the mornings, but I'll be doing a little bit around 7 o'clock, and we'll be leading into the late night stream after. There we go. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah. Anyways.
I still want to play this. I still want to play Shadow Warriors on live stream, but I'm nervous about playing it because of the fan service in the show. The game has too much fan service for me a little bit. It's like,
All right.
Okay, so that's how it is.
I'm going to send this over to Aris. I need to tweak the BGM timings, but other than that, it seems to work. Anyway, so let's show the Discord right now. Voice chat. Here we go. I'm gonna show Aris here. This is Aris. Yep. Yeah, that's still the old version though, Aris. It's not that good here. There's a new version with
Download the new one then?
this. I'm going to send this to you because it's not yet there. I'll put it there at the end of the stream, probably. Yeah. So, what else about communism did you want to talk about, basically? Or
Well, historically, let's be honest. There hasn't been the thing about can we explain communism as a whole? Like what the actual idea of communism is?
okay. Go on.
So I'll let you or someone else explain the actual definition that people think communism is, and then I'll explain why it's a problem.
Yeah, it's very basic. Basically, labor controls the means of production.
That's it. Yeah. So if you work, the idea is, as long as everyone gets food, everyone gets assistance, everyone gets what they need, as long as you're willing to work for it.
Also, there's no social hierarchy. That's very important. There's no social hierarchy there.
Yeah. Which is always, it sounds very good, right? Like, there's no social hierarchy.
Huh?
There's no
world, in a perfect world, that seems very enticing. But given
it does, doesn't it?
Things actually work in reality, it doesn't always work out as people think it should.
It never works out as people think. That's the problem, and that's always been the problem with communism. There's always someone in the system that has more than the next guy, and that's the problem. Like you got people starving for like any type of food, yet you got the rich are sitting. It just makes the rich richer because it's a great idea in practice. Not when they actually do it, and that's my problem with communism. It's the same thing with capitalism. I'm not a fan of capitalism either, because the system is prone to, groups and organizations doing stupid, fraudulent shit. Good example to this is, if you want a good example of communism, of capitalism being kind of stupid, look up the Kodak camera. Because we had functional cameras years ago, and they purposely squashed it because of it.
Okay. So Aris, I sent you the new version. Let's just use that one.
The rest of this one was like, yeah, die.
So yeah, that's my thought process on the stupidity that what we're looking at right now.
By the way, do you know this genre of game art?
It's bullet hell, if I remember correctly, isn't it?
No, it's a Vampire Survivors code.
Yeah, but isn't that like that bullet hell, like twin stick shooter? That's what I was calling it, if I remember correctly.
But Vampire Survivors is not a twin stick shooter because you don't actually control your bullet. So it's more about really survival and making builds.
Okay.
You gotta get those gems there, and then you choose which upgrade path you wanna go. As the enemies get stronger and stronger, will you build your HP, your defense, will you build more offense, etc. And that's basically how Vampire Survivors go. This one is a simplified version of the Vampire Survivors formula.
Yeah, I know the genre. I've actually seen the genre before. It's actually it's a lot. My friends like it. I'm neither here nor there. I'm kind of like, okay, well, that's you like it. That's cool. That's kind of just
Okay.
Some people like them. They're like super popular. Especially my buddy absolutely loves them, man.
I mean,
Oh yeah, love.
It's a new genre. I think it came out just 2 years ago.
No, it's not really new because games like Smash TV and other stuff that existed out there.
And again, it doesn't play like that. It is a new genre.
What happened? What is it?
Doesn't well, in my opinion, doesn't Smash TV kind of play the same way? Like,
Oh, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Go play Vampire Survivors and see for yourself. It's free on codes. Or go play Hollow Cure and see for yourself.
yeah, because I remember just Smash TV. That was my.
The idea here is you survive for like 20 to 30 minutes when you hit the 20-minute mark or 30-minute mark, depending on the stage, a giant boss appears. You gotta beat that boss and hope that you leveled up enough and you leveled up the right stuff. There's also weapon synergies. So when you level up certain types of weapons or you acquire certain types of weapons, they'll combine and make a new, better weapon. There's stuff like that. There's also things that spin around your character. There's bombs, etc. But yeah, it's a new genre. Your HP will also go up depending on which upgrades you choose. Your defense, etc. Like what Darius is doing there, he got all the different weapons. He got all of the Mena's weapons. This one has no boss, which is why I said you should try the new version. Because the new version actually has an ending.
So yes, that,
Okay.
but I don't know how to stop.
Well, I would have to say about that is I would say have a look at Smash TV and tell me if they're both the same or they play
Oh,
differently.
they're not. No, they're not. I've played Smash TV. It's not the same.
Okay.
Totally not the same.
If you think so.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's like saying this is like Shock Troopers. This is like Ikari Warriors. It's not. Totally not the same. I mean,
Okay.
you should try playing. You try playing like a full game like this. There's Magical Survive. There's Holo Cure, which is 100% free. It's on Steam.
Yeah, I've seen people that like the game. I'm like, okay, but I don't like the left stick does this, the right stick does that, and the way I'm more of a shooter.
Again, you don't control your shots. The game does that for you. Especially in Vampire Survivors, you don't control your shots. The game automatically attacks for you. All you gotta do
Control
is
the
keep
boring
surviving.
world.
Okay. I'll have to look at it because I did play Vampire Survivor for a little bit. I was like, okay, people like this.
You have upgrade pack. And every time you die, you can get permanent stat boost for your different characters, or you can unlock a new character with a different starting weapon.
Yeah, and then you'll get like if I remember correctly, the one I was playing had it had like I was playing a mage, and then I killed so many, and then so I unlocked a witch, and I unlocked a power up for this character, and then I unlocked like they got an extra bonus or something like that. And
Unlock new stages though. To unlock the other stages, you gotta kill the boss.
Yeah.
The boss for in Vampire Survivors, the first stage boss is the Reaper.
Yeah.
So by the time the Reaper gets to you, you better make sure you have some good weapons all upgraded, or you're gonna get killed super fast. By the way, Aris, if you press F11, you can go into full screen mode, which will show the entire game instead of playing it like this. Or like playing from off screen. Looks like.
I thought you could direct the attacks by using the other stick.
No.
That's for newer games like Holo Cure. For the original Vampire Survivors, there is no direction. The game just chooses which targets to attack for you.
Yeah, that I run and survive. That's all there is
Weapon
to it.
There's tons of different weapons, and each weapon has its own levels, and you collect those gems there to level up, and you get to upgrade one of them each time. But if you take all of the weapons, you'll end up with a lot of level 1 weapons. Your character will look like you have all kinds of weapons. If they're all level 1, they're just doing like 3-5 damage each. So by the time you're like 10 minutes into the game, you have enemies that you'd be surprised you could never kill. So you didn't upgrade your weapons. You got a lot of level 1 weapons.
To see them.
Music sounds like Castlevania.
Well, I may have to have a look at it when you get it to when you get a little farther in it. Maybe I'll play it on live as well. Ugh. Whew. Definitely something to think of. Ooh. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go fix. Like I just had a quick apple. I actually want to have something to eat. I'm kind of still hungry.
Yeah.
I will talk to you guys later. Have yourselves a good one, and I will. Ours, we are doing D&D on tomorrow, so we'll see you then.
Alright. See ya then.
Have a good.
Remember, the orc plays games on YouTube and reviews movies on Rumble.
That health pickup is a bit too overpowered. I nerfed it in the new version. Your store's like 50% health. That's a little bit too much. Thanks, me. Is Ronnie still with us? Because I haven't heard
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
there you
Yeah,
are.
he was a
Yeah,
silent
I mean,
asylum or something.
I was just feeding information to Claude. I answered its questions. I gave it some API keys. Now it's asking me, and it was a Boris. What's up, Elle?
You're running
Thanks for the
again.
mentioning of the great Monday show on Thursday. And I gotta still make the opening for that. Maybe I'll work on that today after this stream. You know, make a little video compilation and add music to it because I got the music. I just got Snow's game. I can't wait to play Snow's game. I'm so good at Snow's game. I'm the best at Snow's game. I'm the high score master on that. I think I'm the only person who played it though. But no, it's a cool game. Like I love the physics on it because like I don't know, like I'm not sure what she intended, but like when I used it a certain way, it's like, oh yeah, I changed it to work with the touch screen. I was like, oh no, and then I found out it still worked the way I liked it. So although dual stick operation, I don't think is the only way to play the game. That's how I've been playing it, and I love it. It's like having a fighter plane or a bomber plane, and you get to point the turret in different directions.
I'll send you this build, this new one.
Oh, cool.
Over
Cool.
Discord.
Cool. So now Claude is asking me for the region selection UI. Should it be a transparent overlay over the entire screen or a smaller movable window of crosshairs? So I'm going to tell it I want a smaller movable window with crosshairs and maybe a button that will like toggle the transparency on that. Yeah, let's do that.
Smaller right now. So small I can send the entire file over Discord.
It's all HTML basically. It's all like self-contained.
Yep. Except for the assets, like the sprites and the BGM. Yeah, I don't think you can die in this game so far, Alice, because you probably have fully upgraded everything. So after those shadows spawn in, those are the final enemies in this version. So there will be no more
already beat
enemies
it.
after them.
The beta.
Yep. The new version is much better.
I'll download it now. You can just.
It's on Discord, by the way. I just sent it via Discord.
Cool. Got it. I gotta retrieve it in a second. There we go. Let's see. Behave like a normal window. Should a translation window stay on top of the windows? There we go. And then let's see what else is it asking me. It's proposing Python to a virtual environment. Tesseract OCR with Japanese language pack.
That's what I
AI for
use.
translation. Oh, cool. Okay, so we're on the right thing.
Not going to capture not going to capture vertical text very well. I tried that.
Maybe it'll use the Python code to do some magic.
And it?
Like a magic.
Like,
Yeah, maybe
like after extracting the text from the OCR, it rearranges the text so that it makes sense. Something
yeah,
like
like so. Yeah, so basically that's why I made a big deal about making a Python virtual environment. So when you run any application or code that uses Python, normally it's using a system-wide Python like shortcut, so to speak. And so like if I type the word Python at my command line, it says can't find program, and then I go and I download Python and I install it, Python works. But here's the caveat: there's these modules called npm modules, and basically like you'll type in Python or you type in a command that lets you download these add-ons. But they're system wide. Now, sometimes some add ons will require an older version of Python and some require a newer version. So it gets messy when you already have a fully configured Python install and suddenly you got all this other crap that like is going to conflict because of different version and different needs. So the way that you know, whether it's intended or not, the way I get around it, and I believe this is how it works, is you create a Python environment. So essentially, in your project folder where you have your code, whether it be HTML files or Python files or a combination of the two, you're gonna have a Python folder in there. I think it's literally called env, and or maybe it's Python-env, and that's where it's gonna download the executable for Python, or you would manually download the executable for Python and put it in there. And any modules and add-ons you download also go in there. So now any add-ons are gonna be directly associated with that instance of Python. So now when I call up the program I'm running, I gotta make sure I call up that Python environment instead of my system-wide Python. But by doing that, now I don't mess with my other stuff. So I have things that rely on Python. Let's say I installed an app, and the app like was a regular app that required Python, and it used the system-wide Python. This isn't going to interfere with the normal operation of other things. And I kind of came up with this because, I mean, I didn't invent this at all, but I kind of came up with this as an approach because I noticed that when I use one of my favorite video encoding tools that does like deinterlacing and all that crazy stuff and filters and upscaling and has all kinds of features, I noticed there's like 10 versions of Python inside the program folder. So apparently the dev cobbled together these separate tools, put them under one graphical interface, but some of these tools only worked with certain versions of Python. So his solution was include all of those versions of Python with his application. Now, luckily, I'm not going that far. So far, I never needed more than one version of Python with a given app. But sometimes if you work on an app, yeah.
I still have 2 installed.
Oh, you got 2. For like just in general or for one project?
Well, for just one project.
Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, in theory, I guess the AI would know when it can't find a dependency that's associated with one version of Python. And that was one thing I ran into a problem with on my when I was creating Reggie's speech program. And I have 2 versions of Reggie's speech program. I have I can show that to you because, like, you know, you've seen what I've been using for the text to speech, but I don't think I've ever showed you the more advanced alternative that like. It basically replaces the ChatGPT sidebar with like a with like its own sidebar, and it's just I gotta remember the HTML file name now. It's like new TTS-GPT or TTS-GPT.html. I forgot the name of it.
You're only level 2, Aris. You gotta pick up those gems.
Oh, is that what those? Which ones? The red things? No, that's the fire.
Oh, the blue ones. Like,
Oh.
you kill an enemy, they drop gems. You gotta pick those
just
up when I level up.
That's what I like about Snow's game. When you blow up a space station, you gotta rescue a guy. So it makes me feel heroic because I rescued a guy right after blowing up the station so I could save all the lives of our Federation members. Something like that.
I'll try this later as well, Ronnie.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think of it?
100%.
One has an ending, by the way. If you beat the boss, so you get an ending. It's like something broke with the boss HP meter, though. As it's not showing in this part. It should still be working fine. I think it's drawing underneath the background, that's why.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, the boss is not here yet, though. Boss comes in around 8 minutes in the game. It's time-based.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
He's a big knight with an axe.
Cool. No. Oh yeah, and the coding app I'm using, it used to be called Claude Code, but now they integrated it with an app called Codex, which is basically the same thing, but apparently Codex, they have to have a Gemini as well, so I know you can use them separately. Like I found instructions on Google's website where like you can set it up just the same way as Claude, but what I need to do is watch a video that my friend William sent me a while ago, and it was like this guy, and he like showed you how to use like 2 or 3 of them at the same time, and I'm like, okay, that's freaking gnarly right there. Like if you're paying for 2 different API accesses, you might as well use them both. I don't think I am paying for Google API because but I would cancel my Google Gemini Premium in lieu of paying for the API.
I'm just using ChatGPT Go because it's super cheap.
Well, also, that was the thing I ran into when I was making Reggie's speech program. I had to buy like $10 in API credits because it was separate. And I looked into it, and there was a time where you didn't need to do it that way. Like there was a workaround. So I said, well, what if I wanted to just like, you know, maybe write a program that interacts with the web browser in the, you know, like the chat box and kind of like uses ChatGPT the same way that you and I would be typing to it. And there is a way to do that. It's a little bit more convoluted, but it is a way to get around paying for API key credits. So I was like, okay, that is an option. But that's the one thing I didn't like was like I didn't use it for like 2 months, a month maybe, and they changed a bunch of stuff, and it was like, wait, so you can't just do it this way anymore? Because I had it set. I had another program that used ChatGPT, and I'm pretty sure I didn't have to do anything special. It was using my premium account, but I wasn't using an API key that was dedicated. So it's like, well, it comes out of my monthly usage. As long as I have monthly usage, I can use it. I didn't like that. I still have plenty of monthly usage available. I have to buy a separate API key, or I got to buy credits separately anyway. But it doesn't burn through a lot of credits. It doesn't really use a lot of them, at least so far. At least with a Reggie talking project. Which, oh yeah, did I open that yet? I have 2 versions of Reggie. That's why. I have like 4 versions of Reggie. Yeah. Or of his front end. Okay, so now I answered the questions. I gave it some API keys. It goes, okay, create file requirements.txt, and in that file it has OpenAI 1. Blah blah blah. Pillow is an image handling tool that works under Python. Python Auto GUI. Obviously, that's what you would normally use to create a GUI. So that's what the AI is going to use. I don't know what MSS is. PyTesseract. Okay, Python Tesseract. And Python dot environment. So that's the actual thing that I was mentioning earlier. So then it says, do you want to create the requirements.txt? Yes, and allow all edits during this session. So there we go. Now I don't have to prove edits to that file in the future. You should pay attention to what it's asking because it can make changes that break stuff. Now, the one thing I didn't do properly yet was integrate with Git, which I'm not really accustomed to doing, but I've used Git before, and if I was using Git right now, because I'm using the AI, it would do all the commands for Git. So I wouldn't have to remember what commands to use for Git. It would just do them. And that would keep, like, literally versions, like, multiple versions. So everything would be snapshotted. Every line of code that's updated would be, like, documented as a change. And so that if something breaks, I go back, or it could go back and go, oh, this is that point in time in which it broke, and here's the line of code that broke it. And there's, like, literally on GitHub, there's a button that says blame. And so if you're working on a group project, blame is what highlights the lines of code to figure out who broke it. Now I'm going to do python-m vn, so that, I think it's going to literally create the folder and download everything it needs into that folder. So,
8 minutes and the boss will come out, Harris.
oh no, the CBS logo is coming after you. It's the Illuminati!
Does the boss come out again?
There's a boss in this room.
Yes, and don't ask again for Python environment commands.
Yeah, there were 2 eyes.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, remember last week I had a sick echo? I had my speakers on, so after your stream ended, Elle, my speakers were on mad loud, and that's why, yeah, that happened. So my mistake. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I just hope I had a beautiful echo, the best echo. No, I don't know. Something the president would say. I have the best echo. It's a tremendous echo. It's a beautiful echo.
So, yeah, to end the game, you need to beat the boss. You need to target the boss, or enemies will just keep spawning in.
Who's the boss?
Probably below you.
Who's the boss?
I would. Is someone gonna blow him?
They're not at full screen. For some reason, the game's not drawing the full screen on you. Weird.
I blame Austin 1.
Like, what resolution do you use, Ars? The camera should always center,
1080
but
something?
over here it seems that the camera is like off center.
It's supposed to be on the center.
Yep. yeah, you can't see the boss. He's probably below there somewhere, surrounded by other enemies. Especially those big guys. I'll speak up at the top if you can get it.
I do not have Clip Studio 4.0 installed. Damn it, I installed Clip Studio 4.0 by accident. And I put my activation key and it was like, oh, you own 3.0. I'm like, well, shit, I would have downloaded that one if I'd known.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
There's a boss.
Found
You see him? He's in the middle of those big guys. Oh, no, he's not. He's not.
A big Sasquatch looking motherfucker.
He's not there. I don't know where he went. I know he's there somewhere. Never mind. We start over. Also, NoBeta's arcade is a bit stronger. It's lower, but yeah, it's lower, but it's a bit stronger.
Oh, I see.
I have to use the mouse now to shoot.
Yes, you control your shots with the mouse.
Yes. You know, I completely follow.
You can just two shot those regular enemies. Just two shots to be enough. There you go.
Okay, now it's gonna
These
install.
enemies have like a 15 HP, I think. And our pain does 7 damage, but once the first shot you see the enemy is glowing, that means there's a multiplier. If you hit the enemy again while it's still glowing, you do more damage. Also, the strongest shot here is lightning. That's light NoBeta. It's like the real game.
Can I roll away?
He's fast and he's like a sniper.
I need like the strongest attack in Dragon Ball.
But even hit enemies very far away.
I just remember I had a paint drawing on model. I might have to do some hand painting on this because I got some detailing to do, and I'm not sure if I'm comfortable like masking it and painting those areas. Actually, I'm gonna mask the black paint. Oh wait, I've covered the black paint, so I don't have to repaint it.
In a weird way, is it not centered though? It's only centered for me.
Oh yeah.
What's your
Oh, you mean-
screen resolution, Nurse?
Oh, maybe he's on. Can you change the resolution in the game?
No, the game just automatically adjusts.
Maybe it's using a laptop resolution, whatever his laptop's default. Maybe it's like 1360 by 768 or some shit like that.
Probably.
But like, yeah, because I do a 1080p with standard, but you know, some monitors have odd resolution. Sometimes it's a higher resolution and it's just a weird aspect ratio. Or maybe he is using a lower resolution. Which I don't know if I'd want him to raise it because, you know, maybe the games he runs already run, but then again, no, many games use whatever resolution they want. Like Muse Dash will use its own resolution. I mean, it can use the same resolution, but you know, generally you'll use a higher resolution on your desktop and lower the resolution in the game if you want better performance.
Yep.
Someone posted pictures of the game Descent on X yesterday, and it was a nostalgic moment for many people in the comments. A lot of people had stories. They were like, "Oh yeah, we used to do LAN parties." This teacher was like, "I used to tell my kids if they could get the messaging service to work, they could play the game after class."
LAN parties, I just had the shareware version.
Yep, that's exactly.
Three, I think.
That's fun. I think I had the shareware version too when I was a kid. I mean, now I have the full version, but like, yeah, like there's so many games that like.
On PS1, by the way. The full game is on PS1. I never even knew that until I started emulating stuff.
Wow, cool. Like, I mean, it's a game that would have no problem running on a PS1. I mean, I ran that on a Pentium 120. That was a 3D Starfighter game that ran, well, sort of a Starfighter, indoor Starfighter, I guess, or, you know. But, like, yeah, it ran on my Pentium 120. I mean, that says a lot about what it can run on.
Look at that, like a cheat code of Gabba Gabba Hey or something.
Oh my god, the fucking Ramones. Some shit.
I think that's a cheat code for it. You type it while you're playing the game.
Oh, somebody's a Ramones fan in the developer team. That's my theory as to why they came up with that code. 'Cause usually that's what it is, right? It's like punk rockers and people being devs.
Yeah. Also, strategy in the game is super simple. Just find the exit first. That's all I do. I just when I see the reactor, I try to look for the exit first before attacking, so that I can make a mad dash for the reactor after I unleash all
smart.
my conclusion missiles on it.
That's actually really smart because that's usually the problem you have in that type of game is that like a lot of people have.
And they hide the exit somewhere, and also because the whole room is shaking, it messes with where you're going.
Oh my god, yeah, that would be brutal. You're right.
Anyways, did you ever play Free Space 2 some more, right?
Yo, I do need to play that more. That's a good game. I'm gonna probably play it on my own time too. Because like, I hate when I'm playing a game on stream and I suck at it. Although, like, you gave me some good pointers to get me going, and I really needed that because I remember first time I played it, I played with a gamepad. You're like, this ain't a gamepad game.
Yeah,
Like,
too many things to do. There's way too many things to do. Like, you gotta command your wingmen and stuff. Because they'll have you covered most of the time. You know, if they die before you, then you're on your own.
Yep. Oh yeah, high and dry.
Usually, like in the middle of a dogfight, you'll see them doing much better than you. Like chasing down enemies much better than you.
Reminds me, which actually I could appreciate because I mean, in Star Wars they used to have like wingmen that did jack shit. Like they would bitch and moan if you shot at them by accident. They'd be like, "Oh no, check your fire," and it's like, "Well, how about you help me out?" And maybe once or twice they help you out, and it's like, "Well, thanks for not helping me out most of the time."
Yeah, and
These guys do their job.
in Free Space 2, you can even command like specifically which targets, or even tell them target subsystems, or blind this giant ship.
Blind to sensors, target subsystems, yeah.
The engine so that it stops moving. Which is probably what you should do for the X-rays of Thanos when you reach it. It's like the enemy's super destroyer. The largest destroyer in the game, actually.
Space destroyer.
It's the largest one in the game.
Is it a destroyer or a battleship? What do they call? Is that actually a designation? Or is it
his designation is a Thanos. They made a new designation for it because it's so big.
That's cool.
The GTBA have their own version, and that's part of the story. They're so proud of it. The Colossus.
Oh yeah, I do remember downloading ships for Space Engine, and one of those coming up was a Colossus or something like that. I mean, I think you've seen the stream where I spawned a ton of free spaceships in Space Engine next to the moon or something.
Yep. The GTBA are so proud of that. They're like, "Oh, this took 15 years to make," etc.
Wow, they took 15 years to make that game.
No, the Colossus.
Oh, oh yeah. Was that was the good guys, right? That wasn't the Shivans. That was the alliance with the Vesuvians and the humans.
Yes, the GTPA alliance.
GTPA?
GTVA, Galactic Terran
Ah.
Basudan Alliance.
Not GTVA. Got you. GTVA. Grand Theft Auto 4A. 5A. But
The
jokes
lore
aside,
is that the Basudans and the Terrans were having a little war before that. And then when they made peace, because a third race came in with superior tech to them. Like the Basudans gave the Terrans their shielding technology. So now they work together. And still the enemy has better ships.
freaking shipping.
Is that going to cause them in gender resolution?
And the ships
I don't think.
are kind of like Zerg, because they're not humanoids.
Ew, bugs.
Yep.
That's the great thing about fighting bugs. It's like easy to have your sense of ethno superiority when you're fighting bugs. You could be like, look, nobody's racist. We're all team together now against these nasty, nasty bugs. And then you can say things like, the only good bug is a dead bug, and it doesn't sound immoral at all.
So yeah, they're super destroyer ships. The SJ Satanas and the Colossus are kind of evenly matched. I think that the Colossus will lose most of the time if they just go 1v1. But the enemy has like 40 of those. The GTVA has one Colossus.
They gotta nurse it. They gotta protect their big ass ship more.
Yeah, that's the only one they have. The Colossus and the enemy has like 40 of those. Probably more. It's part of the story. It's pretty fun. But you're the one who'll be uncovering that, doing a reconnaissance. And they'll be like, you'll have one wingman. And you'll be like, command, there's 40 of those over here.
Can I use a
It's a pretty
control?
good story.
Then they,
It's a good
everyone
story, and their idea is to collapse the jump node. Like trap them there, make one of the stars there go supernova, collapse the jump node and jump away before the Shivans can jump in with him. So without without the jump node, there's no way their ships can reach the GTVA area. They basically sacrifice. They sacrifice one part of the galaxy that they control.
Yeah, for every jump gate, you sacrifice access, you sacrifice the economy there, but like you say, they're buying time. Like they're taking away that entry point, that jump gate, and that's one less way that they can be attacked. So it's like you're sacrificing your stuff, your resources, your whatever, your jump gate basically. It's a. I seen them do it like. It's a what's the word? It's a very scorched earth like mindset, but it's like if that's all you got, and you could make it take 100 years for the fleet to arrive, then that's gonna buy you extra time to rebuild. Or well, how long would it take without a jump gate? Do they have like a means of jumping faster than light, like a slower, like
No, they don't. They need jump nodes.
Oh, so there's no because like on a lot of sci-fi they'll have like a way of like going faster than light without a jump node or a gate, but the catch is the gate is always more efficient, it's always faster, it's always more precise, or allows them to do it with like for example some ships in Babylon 5 they're too small to have a jump drive, so they have to use the jump gate. But then the larger ships they use the jump gate because either it's more precise or they use it as like a navigational marker. But bottom line is that fewer ships can access the system. So there was one area, it was like they had a plague and it killed everyone on this planet. So basically it was a ghost system that people would go to loot. So John Sheridan, Bruce Boxlight, and his character decides we're gonna blow up that jump gate because there was a trick. If you open up a wormhole or a jump hole while inside the jump gate at the same time, it creates this crazy explosion. They called it the bonehead maneuver because one, the aliens they were fighting had big bones sticking out of their heads, and two, you'd have to be a bonehead to do it because you probably are not going to get out of that alive. And anyway, bottom line is they blow up that jump gate. Obviously, it's one less system that smaller ships can go, which the guy was saying, I hate grave robbers. And I'm like, dude, it's space. Like, what do you mean? What's wrong with grave robbing in space? Like, I mean, well, don't you want to see all those resources go to good use? What do you think about it? It's not really a legal thing, but I guess this might fit under maritime law. Like, what is the legality of, like, let's say you have an entire island or an entire planet get, the people wiped out. Is it moral or immoral for people to go there to harvest things, resources and things?
That would be a little like a no man's land, I guess.
Ah, yeah.
It's just mankind or, humanity can colonize space now. Because we don't really have laws for that. But if we apply our laws here, then that place would belong to no one.
Yep. And that's the thing, like, so if it belongs to no one, then nobody can say that nobody can go there.
They can, anyone can go there, but I don't think anyone can, like, stake a claim on it.
Can people take things from there? Like, if there's, like, let's say, leftover cars and people want to harvest carburetors all day.
No one would, probably no one would care about, probably.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, that's why, I think... Yeah, and like I was thinking, Babylon 5, nobody owned it, so people were doing this, and there was no law against it. Yeah, it might be bad. People might not like grave robbers, as they call them, but it's like easy for a wealthy Earth Alliance, top dog to say, what about the poor? Like, there's a lot of people living, like, at the bottom of society on Babylon 5. They literally have a whole section on the station called Down Below, and when you arrive in the station, if you can't afford to pay for passage to go back, you're trying to find a job and you can't pay rent, you're gonna live basically in the underbelly of the station. It's kind of like a open secret, because like they can't give people free homes in space, so they let them live in the underbelly of the station basically and figure it out. And sometimes you'll have people where their husband dies and they're left behind because like their husband was the one working and stuff, but like at the end of the day, like if some of those people are able to get their hands on a ship and scrape a living for themselves, power to them. That's kind of like my mindset, and at the same time I am balancing the moral aspect of like, well, this is somebody's home, you're going to somebody's old planet, but hey, I mean, I hate to say they don't have a use for their belongings. I sound like a grave robber now. It's like, yes, I'm not saying you should go into people's caskets and take their gold watch, but maybe if like the entire town is evacuated or otherwise, no longer, sustaining life, yeah, why not go and collect things that are laying around? They're only going to go to waste. I mean, I don't know. But anyway,
so far, Aaron.
Where do I go?
I think this one is better than the previous game, Angel Forever. This one has pretty fun gameplay.
I like the flying in Angel Forever, and I think the turtle boss is the best ever. I'm a little biased.
Well, I add like turtles here.
Oh, cool.
Did I add turtles?
I mean, I think so, but that's just my bias. But I mean, well, right now, like, look, you have something that works. Would having turtles make it too busy? Like, what do you think? Or would it add complexity to the code that might break it?
Nope, because this is not complete. It's like a complete beta, but right now the boss spawns in at 8 minutes. Now for a real Vampire Survivors type game, the boss can come in around 20 minutes. So this is like a shortcut beta playable version.
So I should install a full installation of Tesseract, right? Like everything, because like even though I don't need Arabic translation, it might be useful. Or should I actually deselect things I don't need?
I have no idea because so I use HTML5 and it just uses Tesseract.js.
Okay, I'm gonna
online.
What's interesting is this one, so in this here, it said, somebody's Claude code, it could do things automatically, but it doesn't like take an admin rights over a computer, so it'll always leave that task to the user, unless you trick it into doing it. But, basically it says download from GitHub, run the installer. Okay, I'm installing it now. Check Japanese under additional languages. I checked every language. And then it says add path or uncomment line 21 in screen translator.py. Okay, I gotta check that file out and see what it's talking about.
Full hex editor thing. Or this thing. I'm just using Notepad.
Yeah, I'm using right now. I'm using something similar to Notepad, but I mean the coding thing already. Like I'm looking at code it just generated like 10 minutes ago, and it's like a full .py file that you can open up a Notepad. I'm using Sublime Text, but mainly it doesn't really matter. Like I'd say the closest thing to Sublime would be like Notepad++. And why Notepad++ is good and Sublime are good is because they give you like the little numbers on the side, so you know what line something is. So if you're talking to your AI, you can say it's on line 10, or where is it now? One problem
Actually, I have Notepad++ installed. I don't use it.
It's really good. Like, it does things like you can you can do. I don't know if Notepad++ lets you do it, but in Sublime,
Also
you can like
shows you
hold down.
errors. Yeah, I've tried it before. It also shows you if you have any errors in the code. It actually,
It'll do that. And I see it has like it has a collapsing thing where it'll put these little plus and minus signs. I just opened up Notepad++ to see what it was like, and I'm trying to see, does it? It does let you no, it does, oh yeah, it does. When you hold down Control and click on a line, it makes a second cursor. So if you want to type the same thing on multiple lines at the same time, you can do that. Well, let's say you have like you have a list and there's like columns of text in that thing where there's maybe numbers like 01, 02, 03, and you can do things like edit like an entire vertical column of text at the same time, so you can highlight things at the same time and backspace them or whatever you got to do. Insert equal signs. In this case, I don't need to do any of that, but yeah, Notepad++ seems to have the same basic features that I do use in Sublime. And the only thing wrong with Sublime is that every 30 times you save a file, it'll go, oh, you should buy Sublime, and you just gotta click cancel, and it doesn't make you
Next
buy
time,
the
not a
app. It just
controller
gives you that
problem.
annoying pop-up every
These
30
things,
saves.
there's
But
the
the
wrong
problem is that when
way
you go,
sometimes.
oh, cool. Congratulations. Who's Beretta? Oh, Beretta. I know Beretta. I know Beretta. Oh, yeah, I recognize Beretta. But bottom line is, what was the problem I had with it was, when I went to see how much it would cost to buy, I said, oh, you know what? Let's support the developer. It's $200. Dude, you got a text editor. I'm not paying $200 for a text editor. I don't care how good it is. And I get they do it because anybody's using it in an enterprise environment. They actually make money off of it, so they want to make sure they're getting a piece of the action. But man, it's a text editor.
the name Beretta is kind of an in-joke. So the devs make their own Arrow Dojin or manga of NoBeta. Official ones.
Oh.
In one of those, it's all imagined by her friend, by the way. So the scenario is always it always ends with that it's all being dreamt up by her friend. So nothing really happens. But anyways, in one of those, apparently she engages in dating with older men for money. Disguise her name. She calls herself Beretta, and she makes like an online profile. He's early on.
So what up, Cerulean? So I'm a little confused here. It says, add to path or uncomment line 21 in the translated Python file. So line 21 has a path to the executable tesseract.exe. I guess, I said I could add tesseract to my system-wide path variable. So I guess I might do that. Once tesseract is installed, okay, I installed tesseract, but need to add the thing to the path. What am I adding to the path?
Why did that end in a dream? Hey, I know which one. I think it's where she's wearing that key power. It's either that. Yeah, it's either that one or the back one. The public back one.
Yeah, so that's basically that menu comes up at random when you press the button to pull up that menu to change your weapon. That's a weapon menu, right?
No, it's when you get to a level up. When you get enough gems to level up, you can choose one weapon to add to your arsenal, or you can choose to upgrade one of your weapons.
Oh,
It's a trade-off. Do you want more damage for a weapon you already have, or do you want to get a new weapon? Like, you can just level up just one weapon all the time. It would become pretty strong.
yep.
Oh, wait. There's no controls. Wait a minute, Julian. I'll send you the new version.
So it's the souls. Oh yeah, I gotta open up the game next.
Little Beach, NoBeta. Here, I just sent it via Discord. You can get it anytime on. I think I see a bug. Like the HP bar is a bit. We need to move the HP bar below. NoBeta and Director bit. What's the chainsaw point? Okay. So now you have targeting. You can target with a mouse like in Hollow Killer. We have better weapons logic. The weapons logic now follow the same as the game. So arcane is like a rifle, and if you hit with arcane once, it has a passive. If you hit an enemy with arcane, it has a passive. Adds a glue around the enemy. You hit that enemy with another shot from any bullet point, and he's gonna do extra damage. And lightning works like lightning in the actual games. You see, it's super long range, and it does the most amount of damage. And, fire is like a shotgun, just like in the game. So it spreads, and the more you level it up, the more it spreads, basically. So it starts with 2, you level it up, you get 1 extra spread. Level it up 4, you get 1 more. It's on you what you want to do. Ice Cactus is a submachine unit that has popping power. After doing enough, hitting one enemy with enough shot, it stops them in their tracks. So not these guys who close in on you. There's a final boss and an ending screen. Now a final boss is a knight and an ending screen. There's still some bugs here and there, I think. Yep. The boss appears at 8 minutes in. Eventually, I plan to have the boss appear at 20 minutes in. After I add more enemy logic. But basically, the boss keeps summoning those old faces. So you gotta keep dodging them as you're melting it down. And if you didn't kill all the previous enemies. And on top of them, you're gonna have a hard time just getting them. Especially if you don't have enough damage. The difference between NoBeta and Beretta is Beretta starts with ice, NoBeta starts with arcade. On paper, NoBeta should do more damage, but because of the passive and because arcane just does less more damage, but look at how many bullets you get with ice for that DPS. It does take longer at lower levels to kill. But look at that DPS though. So yeah, I'm just going to add more fun gameplay stuff. It'll be fun to just allow you to. I was thinking of making lightning a synergy weapon, but I was like, you know what? I think it's better just allow you to choose it at the start if you want to. He's an A major. The damage is much higher than all the other weapons. Base damage for our thing is a 6, I think. Base damage for lightning is 8. Damage for ice is 4. Which is kind of pathetic. Like those enemies have 15 HP. The Koromarus are slightly stronger and the Shadows are the strongest here. You can direct your fire now with a mouse.
And now I need to find a manga that I bookmarked yesterday. And then I'll be able to test my program and I can try a game out.
What the boss?
The boss is not spawning for Aris for some reason. Either that or it's way below there and it's not visible on screen. Where those eyes are coming from. Because it moves much slower than the other enemies, it might not be reaching you. Because there is like it's not working very well on this PC for some reason. It's not centered correctly.
You can give me a different version. I don't see any what. Go down, I go
There's,
left, I go
there's
right.
this is the same version I use.
You said that about Angel forever.
Browser difference, I guess it could be. I tried this on Firefox and it makes something.
Okay, hear boss music. Gotta be
Once those
nearby.
whole faces start endlessly doing that, the boss is there somewhere. Once you see those old faces just getting smacked, that means the boss is there somewhere.
That is about to heal.
Okay, now where did my app go? I open. Oh, here it is. I see the GUI right behind your browser window. And now I'm gonna click on the manga. Then I'm going to click define region of screen after I go to page 2. Good, I got some vertical text. So now I'm going to draw a define. Okay, that's not working. Yeah, it looks like, wait, am I doing it? Defining region. Oh, I see. Oh, wait. Is that how it works? No. No region defined. Okay, so I guess I have to tell it the code don't do the thing. Maybe I'm missing. Oh wait, how did, oh, I think it only does it on my top right monitor. Oh my god, okay, I guess I'll test it on my top monitor, and then if it works there, I'll tell it what's working and what's not working. So that's funny, but that kind of makes sense. Okay, define region. Oh yeah, it only works on my top right monitor, so that's why it didn't work when I did it on my bottom right monitor. Okay, so now I defined a region. Now I want to translate. Extracting text, translating. Oh yeah, look at that. And I can move the window to my other monitor, and it's a tiny image. Oh, I forgot. I made another Python environment with the help of Claude Code a while ago. It was called Atlas environment, and what it is I took like data from a website about 3i Atlas where they showed the graph of the spectrum. So like what colors came off the spectroscopic data, which tells them what elements are in the comet. And I basically told it like to annotate the graph. So look at the graph because everything's pretty much precisely aligned, and tell me like what elements are spiking, like what elements are actually there based on the graph. So instead of me trying to understand the research paper, let's just take the output from the research and use that as our source to identify what elements are actually identified. Because I figured that, I don't know, it'd be like the hard science way to do it. Okay, so now I got a picture. Let's see if the picture is big. Oh my god, is it big? Oh, there we go. Okay, that's readable. Oh, I see what it did. So it put the translations on the bottom of the screen, but it also didn't have a Japanese font. So I think what it did was oh, I know, it's not that it didn't have Japanese font. It's that it was a Japanese words followed by letters, kanji, whatever, followed by ... So it read them as boxes or something, but then it said, I'm sorry, but the text you provide, damn, that's not a translation. Of characters and symbols that don't form coherent Japanese. Okay, let's do another experiment. Let's try a smaller region. I'm going to just take the part where the guy's talking Japanese. That's what happened.
Yeah. Well, this app I made, which was built on the same app that Logan is using for his magazine stuff.
Okay, it worked this time, but I gotta refine it because now the output window is like way too small. So I guess I gotta draw a wider area and see. Maybe I'll have to tell it to filter out image data or something. Okay, got that part. And friend N. Okay, let's see. Let's define. Yeah, this is a little clunky, but I'm curious. I just want to see, even doing it the way you did it and the way I'm doing it. Like, we're getting the same. Similar issues. I think my approach might have changed how the issues manifest a little bit, but I didn't really solve the problem per se, but I'm getting something out of it, but it's not as seamless as say Google Lens, which Google Lens is great, but I hate about Google Lens. I feel like the UI is just way too busy. Like it does too many other things. It's like, I just want a translation and it's giving me Google search results. I'm like, no, just tell me what it says. Okay, that worked. The girl said, well then, I said let's define the area. So I could define each textual element, and the trick is make the box wider than the vertical text so that it has room to put the annotation into the output. Because it's literally putting the translation straight into the graphics. Which it's doing it in the margin at the bottom right now, but that's really trivial to fix. I can tell it, put the translation next to where I draw the box, overlay it over the image, that would be fine. But I guess what I would do is I have to tell it like we need to isolate different elements of text. I need to tell it how to handle and ignore things that it can't translate. You know, something like that might help. Oh yeah, it worked, but that's a lot. Wow. Oh wait, no, that's not a translation. That's telling me it's sorry, it can't translate it again. So I guess I gotta let's tell Claude code, and I'll put this on hold and play a game. But I just want to tell Claude code. So sometimes it can't translate because of mixed stuff. For example, oh, I'll give it a screenshot. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll give it a screenshot and it can see how it works. So that's one cool thing about Claude Code or Codex, whatever it's called. You can give it like a screenshot and put it in a directory with the project and say, here's our status so far. Here's what it does or doesn't do. And then essentially now it can understand like the user experience versus the non, versus whatever. So let's see. I'm gonna define a new screen area. I'm gonna draw a nice wide box. Let's say translate. Then I'm gonna give it a screenshot of what I drew a box of. Oh, it did it! It did it that time. Chief talent. Also picture just cape joyful. Ah. It's a manga about a waifu or a wife. It's literally called something wife. In fact, I guess we could ask it to translate the title, even though I literally googled it based on it was a guy named Leon. He did a video. His YouTube channel is called Words of Paradise. Real nice guy too. He had a bird named Hondo, and he used to let his bird sit on his shoulder during streams. And he said, if you're well behaved, Hondo, you could stay for the rest of the stream. And it was just like really cool how he'd let his bird participate in streaming activities and stuff like that. Okay, so it somehow took a bunch of kanji and translated the word person.
It's very easy to find you for that because it goes up and down. It's like a reverse V, but with a slight curve.
I do see that. I do see a reverse V, and I see it with like a line under it. But there's a bunch of other kanji in there that yeah. Let's see. I need to. Yeah, what up, Moonline? I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna tell it to. Because I need it to manifest the issue. So I'm gonna say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna draw a highlight around all of it. Let's see what it does. Oops, I just highlighted your chat window by accident. That won't confuse it. Let's see here.
Well, look, it's centered now.
Ah,
Yeah?
so maybe it's the
fuck?
browser's window. That's what it was. Oh, I think it's because he has it in the browser window, so it's not in full screen, and
Where's your boss,
that's
Where?
the way he shared.
Where?
Wait
I
a
don't see it.
Wait a minute, this is Rodney's. I think. Are you the one playing, right?
No,
No, that's the boss, Iris.
Where?
Right. That one you're shooting at.
Oh, okay.
Literally shooting
Oh, okay,
at.
I clicked in the side.
And to beat the game, you've got to target that boss, which will not be easy if, we're getting swarmed from all sides. So how did you center the game, Iris?
Control scroll.
Okay.
Oh, I used the zoom feature.
Well, I already put that. It was hard luck to 1080p is why.
I see. So then anything that scales it down inside, like the toolbar in the browser, is what's scaling down the resolution, kind of, and RS controlled the zoom to make it fit. So That might be an interesting change to implement. Is have it handle like different sizings. I mean, I wouldn't go if it
Yeah,
works. It works.
I already did.
Oh, okay.
It's already dynamic.
Okay, so let's see here. Now I'm gonna tell Claude.
Yeah, you gotta kill the boss. Or else the game just goes on forever and just keeps spawning more and more enemies. Anyways, it's like it's working.
Digitally.
Well, pick up those gems, you'll level up very fast. Look, so many gems.
No?
Are those old so annoying? Nice dodge.
Every time I heal,
Nice dodge though. Good dodging. Free flanking damage. He's very tough. Right. There's actually an indication for your weapon levels. Arcane is level 1, your ice is level 2, fire is level 3, and lightning is level 3. Max level is 6 for all weapons. That's it.
on the boss again. Oh my
And
goodness.
there is below you, the left side.
Why every time I heal? Why?
Yep. Hey, shoot at him. Like, move your mouse towards him. Below you, the left side. Left side.
Left side?
Left. Yes, left.
Let me heal
Left
first.
side. Yeah, you can move your mouse to him while you're moving. You
That
can
is
start
what
it
I'm
while
doing
you're moving
already.
like a twin stick shooter. Yeah, you can just target them while you're moving around. It's easy. You got this. There, shoot him. Like that. Shoot him. Oh no! It's okay. You got like a 6 HP.
Hey, Elle, is it called kanji or hiragana? Like, what is it called when you're reading manga?
I think this is all of those.
Oh, okay, I'll just use all three then. Kanji, hiragana, katakana, and hiragana, katakana, or whatever the Japanese call it. Whatever they
Hiragana,
call it.
hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
Okay, good. I got all three.
Oh, you died? Remember to level up the weapons. I just take all of them.
Is it better if I use buttons to move the freaking cursor instead of the fucking...
And it is better if you go for lightning all the time, but lightning is slow though. But,
I appreciate it if you added
this
like
will
a
have
control function to
there's a lot of damage. Like, 28, which is no joke. It gets stronger the more you level it up. So, no lightning. Maybe arcade. Or fire. Or spread shot.
That's just another
Like that.
example.
Like a quantum one or spread. But he got disconnected.
Oh, is that why the music suddenly got clearer? Okay, Oris got disconnected. I'm literally opening the game right now, ironically enough. Let's see if Oris gets back. But I'm gonna go and I got the zip file downloaded. Okay, and I'm gonna
Yeah, I was just still playing after, so maybe not.
Oh, good.
Maybe there's you. I don't know. Somebody, I just heard like
Did I leave?
Play
Did
running
I share
or-
audio by accident? Let me see. I'll check my
I think
audio.
I'll have lunch
Oh
for
yeah,
you
my
soon.
bad. Oh no, okay, we're good. Okay, my
This
audio
is-
is not mixing.
this is you for me.
Little beats, no better. Windows lost all of my quick access shortcuts, which isn't really a problem. It just I'm a little bit like perturbed. Like, where did it go? Like, why did it delete them all at once? Like, is it? It's probably like a week, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I was doing some testing with my liquid cooling, and it kept crashing. And it was because I think the heating vent was right next to the cooling tank, so it caused the water to heat up before the computer even got a chance to heat up the water, and it caused instability. So I messed with my CPU speeds and stuff, and got more stability out of it now. But I think, yeah. Well, anyway, let's see. I got the game here. I'm gonna try it out. No better or Beretta? I want to be no better, even though Beretta has. Oh my God, music is bumping. All right, I gotta adjust the volume on that. Oh God, there's guys coming at me. Oh wait, that's the game. That's the point of the game, is to have guys come at me. Yeah, got it. That's literally the design. That's the point of it. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna just tweak my audio because it's very loud, but very good audio. You always pick good music for these games, though.
It's just pseudo generated. I just put in a prompt like a retro game BGM. Make it I don't know, make it sound light and fun.
Is that what you did for Angel Forever? Yeah, because it works. It sounds like generic, like it sounds like not generic, but it sounds like
a retro game.
yeah. And I think is that like what the what's his name, the angry video game nerd did? He kind of picked some generic retro music too.
I think BGN. I think like you have like Kyle Justin's music, and then I think he just uses some generic retro game music as his BGM. Because when he uses like retro game music, it's usually not copyrighted by YouTube for some reason.
I see. Yeah, that's true. Might have done that.
Okay. So choose your upgrade.
Is am I on screen now, or are you looking at Aris's?
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen.
Oh, okay. In that case, cool, no problem. I just want to make sure I know I'm on camera. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I see Aris is still on screen. You just see me too. Okay, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna choose my. Well, I got killed just now, so I'm gonna refresh it. Now, how do I control? Let's see. I got arrow keys. That's my analog.
WASD.
And then how do I fire? Click.
Wait a minute, this is the old version? This looks like the old version.
It's a zip file you sent me, I think. Let me see what.
Oh,
Let me see it.
That's weird.
Okay, sounds the wrong thing.
Why is it running so fast?
Wait, am I even playing or is it? No, okay. I'll reload it after I verify some things. So yeah, this is the where did I put the executable? Here it is. Executable. Yeah, that's the thing I'm trying to translate. So yeah, I open up index.html.
I know, sir. He's like, look at you. Or, you know, running so fast for you. That's weird.
It seems my computer's the fastest computer in town.
I don't think it has anything to do with CPU speed, though, because
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I'm joking around, but honestly, yeah, I don't even know. Like, okay, she auto fires.
they all
I
auto.
kinda-
They all auto.
Okay, the other one, oh, maybe that's what. Okay, the other one auto fired, but it was slow.
Yeah. Ice does like 4 damage, so it's fast, but as you can see, it doesn't do that much damage.
Is there something on my keyboard? It's moving on its own, I think, too. See?
Huh?
Look, I'm not touching anything.
What?
Maybe I should unplug. Maybe I should unplug my gamepad.
It's WASD. The movement is just WASD.
You know what? This would be my strategy. It'll be to run through the crowds. I
Then
can
you'll
stop
never,
myself.
then you'll never level up, because you need to kill those enemies and pick up the gems.
Are they supposed to die when I hit them?
They take like 4 hits to kill because you chose Beretta.
Okay, so now I get. Okay, so she does auto fire slowly.
Yeah? You gotta aim with your mouse.
Yeah. Like I'm doing now. But I can't stay in one area for too long. Are they? Now you said I look like I'm moving fast. Are the characters moving fast?
Oh, the game is
fast-
moving. Oh, the game is
Everything.
moving fast.
Let's
Okay,
move
everything's
anywhere
moving
there's less enemies, much easier.
Everything's moving fast except for the auto fire.
Then you can pick up whatever item they drop.
Well, Arcane is stronger than Ice. It only takes like 2 hits for these enemies to die. And yeah, that's the idea. You gotta keep killing those enemies until you can level up. Maybe choose a new weapon. If you move slower, by the way, if you don't run around too much, you can actually kite those enemies. So see how they move towards where you are? You can kite them a little bit.
Yeah.
That's the idea. You keep surviving.
Do the blue dots? Do the blue dot? And okay, so many
So
questions.
what you need, yeah, the blue dots are gems. You need to pick those up
Did
and
Do
gain
they
experience.
disappear? Do they disappear if I don't get them in time?
No.
Okay,
They
good. Because
Stay there.
I'm worried about like, and if I bump into the enemies, I get hurt, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So as long as I know that I have time, like I don't have to like rush to get the things. I can kill enemies and then come back for that.
Yes, you can. That's the idea, actually.
I see we can use that vegetation as an aid.
Well, actually, they can pass through the vegetation, so it's
Oh,
actually
does
meant
it?
to trap you. It's meant to serve as a trap for the player.
Okay, I see I kind of got the idea here. So herd the enemy and then come back to the territory to take the gems.
Yes, that's the idea. Kill a lot of them as you're moving around, and then leave them away from the gems so that you can pick them up.
Yeah, I'll go back to playing. Okay, good. She's not walking. Okay, I like. Yeah, I don't think.
4 shots
I don't-
initially to kill enemies with her. So she takes a much longer time to kill enemies, as you can see. You need to kill about, you need to pick up about, 10 gems to level up.
Ah,
I wonder why it's moving so fast for you.
yeah. Oh, well, let's see. Let's do an experiment. I have a game. The character in the game that I access via index.html is moving too fast. The game is moving too fast compared to my friend's computer who made the game. They said I can modify it. I'm sorry, you didn't say I can modify it. Can I modify it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm thinking like if I'm gonna say on stream. Oh, oops! I forgot. I gotta type in the word Claude. Okay, so let's copy that text. So this is how Claude works. I type the word Claude in. Then I say yes. Then I say this. Okay, read index. So it's reading it. It's searching for .js. It's searching for things. I guess that it thinks like would affect it. Let's see.
It doesn't reference any .js file. This game.
Oh, so it has no idea. I think it's guessing. It's guessing what it should be looking for, you know? But I think what it's gonna do is gonna change its search string when it realizes it's
The only access it uses are BGM and some PNGs.
VGM or BG.
Yeah, BGM, background music.
Okay. Well, and then what's the control logic? It's all in the HTML.
Yeah, it's all there. In that single index HTML file.
Oh, I got the answer, Elle. Okay, this is easy. It's interesting, very bizarre. You would normally not encounter this issue because most normal people aren't using high refresh rate monitors. But because I have my monitor running at 120 hertz right now,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I got one monitor at 120, I got another monitor at 240, and that's another curveball. It's multiple monitors, but they're not all 60 hertz. So anyway, it identified it, and it says if you have 144 or higher refresh rate, and your monitor, let's see what my monitor is doing right now, because I'm actually not sure if it's at the refresh rate I think it should be at. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to advanced display settings, and let's see, that's 240 hertz. The MSI monitor is 120. Okay. Well, let's see here. So it's gonna default it to 60 apparently, which actually is fine by me because that should not matter what monitor we're on. So let's say yes to editing it. Now it's editing those two lines. You can see it says red line 744. It's gonna erase and it's gonna replace the contents of line 744 with whatever it has there. Then it's gonna match with these lines here. Added the 5 lines, removed 4 of the lines. Update index.html. Let's close it. Like doing some mathematics, phase logic. So it's able to read the code that your AI generated, and now it's going to, now it is modifying the code. So what's cool is sometimes you can leave notes in there, and you can tell the AI to make notes as it goes along so that there's a record of like what was done. In this case, I didn't tell it to do any such thing, but I can ask at the end of the session or in the middle of the session, hey, make some notes that, especially like if I want to resume this session later, I could tell it, essentially, I think there's actually a feature that saves the session, but you can also just put notes in there that it can use in the same manner. Yeah, vibe coding personified. Oh my god, that's a cool boss. The Hatchet Man.
That's something I drew for Captain Rome Panda. Like a
Oh
few
yeah, I remember that.
It's slightly modified to be facing forward because it was facing to the left. Now it's facing forward.
All right, let's see if it works better now. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, it's much more playable, Elle. Ow.
It's no fun.
Yeah, I gotta get those 10 crystals.
Look at how many they are. Remember you aim with a mouse?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that.
Looks like
Oh.
arrows not the ending. Let's see. Yep. Ta-da. GG. Oh, congratulations, Harris. You beat the boss. Oh,
Good job, well done.
what did you think of the game?
I can't control something, so I can't play it.
The plan is just to make it a bit longer, add more enemies, and maybe add more visual effects to the book. Oh, you chose fire as your upgrade. Huh?
Mm-hmm. I like that. It was fast.
That's it? Was that the only boss, or?
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the game. And already the stronger enemies are spawning. Oh no. And those guys are stronger than the regular.
Oh my god.
Yeah, careful with those eyeballs. They're much. You die?
Careful with the eyeballs. Careful with the freaking smiley faces flying across the screen at full speed. No, but it's much more playable now that it's not playing at like high speed. Like on one angle of the speed, I could use that to my advantage. Like in Snow's game, when I show you in a little bit, you'll see how I use speed to my advantage. Originally,
Why is it breaking though? Like, why is the background breaking like that? It's weird.
it's not normal, or that's not something that.
There shouldn't be any lines there.
Oh, maybe it's the size of my screen. Because the browser window's been shrunk. Maybe it's scaling it. I'll try
Oh.
resizing after I die.
It's like a square right now.
I bet if I resize it to approximately 1080p, it'll be good. In fact, if I go to full screen mode, let's see. If I press F11, oh crap.
Nope.
No, I didn't go. But it does look very nice at full screen, though.
It's also